So here we are. It's Backlash after Mania, and the silence at the event was indeed defining. With the night stacked with incredible matches and one that might just need to pass, we are in for a show that we must most definitely discuss. The night began with the match I was most excited for, Fatal 4-Way for the United States Championship. And what a way to start the night as all of the four men were complete gas, no breaks. First, Drew McIntyre gained momentum with three neck breakers and was followed by Damien Priest, who nearly stole the title after a claymore by Drew McIntyre. Landed him right on LA Knight for the pin. Priest then once again screwed McIntyre, who tried to pin LA Knight by pulling the referee before the three count. The gladiators then proceeded to fight at ringside, and Priest then took both him and McIntyre out of equation by hitting South of Heaven straight through the table. The disdain between these two has come to a boiling point, and a WrestleMania rematch should definitely be on the cards. Back in the ring, Knight tried to put Jacob Fatu through the table before Solo Sikoa stepped in to save his cousin. This time alongside a new enforcer in Jericho, who made his thunderous debut here in WWE. This intervention helped Jacob Fatu retain his US Championship, and it will be interesting to see this dynamic between him and Solo. With Jeff now added to the mix, will Solo turn on his cousin before SummerSlam? WWE then went on to announce their next PLE Night of Champions, which will take place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I am intrigued to see what matches will shape up this event, as Night of Champions has always been zone where all the champions engage in. Will Roman Reigns return to avenge his loss at Mania? Or will Seth Rollins add third member to this corporate faction and make it an Evolution ripoff? We'll see. Up next was a showdown for the Intercontinental Championship between Lyra Valkyria and the man Becky Lynch. A pure physical battle. Both superstars went back and forth, with the fans applauding their resilience as the match became exhausting over time. The indecision and inexperience of Lyra Valkyria shown throughout the match, with Becky Lynch having a counter for each of Valkyria's moves. Mental fatigue then kicked in as the man lost her cool, as even after three manhandle slams, Lyra Valkyria just couldn't stay down. Lyra retained the title after a clumsy roll-up when the man went for the fourth manhandle slam. She then proceeded to attack Lyra post-match to signal a rematch for the Night of Champions. This rivalry between Becky and Lyra is certainly picking pace, and I believe the man should lift the title come Night of Champions. As she's the star the title desperately needs right now. With over 118 days and 8 title defense, I still can't see how Lyra Valkyria can uplift this division. It needs a major overhaul, and the man should be able to kickstart this eventually. Just days into his title reign, Dominic Mysterio then defended his Intercontinental Championship against Penta in his second title defense. I mean, why? Making his entrance with Judgment Day jobbers, Dom took the fight to Penta, and I must say, his in-ring skills have definitely picked up a notch since the last time he has wrestled. His showboating skills are same as before though, and this allowed Penta to get back in the match. It wasn't long before the Judgment Day intervened, and we saw them lay the groundwork for Dominic to pick up an easy win. Finn Balor nearly screwed his fellow Judgment Day member though, but it wasn't enough as Dirty Dom stole the victory with some outside intervention, this time in the form of Grand Americano. This Grand Americano gimmick has gone way too far, as he's been screwing the luchadors for a while now. Rey Mysterio must return soon to take this fast down come Night of Champions. The ring general then put Pat McAfee in his place, which shouldn't be a surprise, as this wasn't a match but a beating that Pat McAfee wasn't getting out of. Credit where credit is due though. Pat did pull off some shots with the help of Michael Cole, who was at ringside helping him throw the giant for good. It wasn't enough, as once the ring general had him in slipper lock, the referee had to call the match in favor of Gunther. I hope the magnitude of aura that Gunther carried should plummet him to go back for the gold at Night of Champions. Such an immense talent should not be wasted in such a manner. The main event was up next, and the crowd cheered for their hometown hero, and the fear of legend killer being booed over Sinha was put to rest immediately. Lasting for over 30 minutes, this match was the best on the card and fitting main event. The challenger and the champ tore the house down, with both putting in stellar performance. Both of them started a match by taking cheap shots at each other, but the mind games of this new John Cena was what kept the title away from Viper. It was incredibly difficult at first for either one to catch the other by surprise, as Randy blocked both the double A and the STF by Cena. Cena went for the double A and Orton countered at the same time to hit the RKO but couldn't capitalize on the moment, which allowed Cena to regroup. Both men then hit their best moves, but with fatigue kicking in, none of them could use the momentum to their advantage. However, after showing Wharton through the official, Cena tried to steal the advantage, but the bout quickly turned into a street fight as the Viper put Cena through not one but two tables in quick succession. Even after all this carnage, the Viper couldn't put the champ down and he snapped on the officials that come to the ring to check on the referee. To everyone's surprise, what we can only dim as an alternate reality, R-Truth then came to the ring to save his childhood hero, and this helped Cena pull the trigger and pick up the win. His destructive farewell tour marches on with both his anger and ego intact. Who will be his next challenger, and what's next for Randy Orton will definitely be incurring some hefty fines for hitting those barrage of RKOs on the officials, including the SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis. We'll see how things shape on SmackDown. And there you go, folks, an event that was both crisp and entertaining, wearing the one match between the ring general Gunther and Pat McAfee. Could this even get away with more matches on the card? Sure. But I believe Triple H is saving some for Saturday night's main event, which is just around the corner. Up until next time, this is your host, Movie Medusa, signing off.